Breaking news script, approximate 1,200 words. In a major development, the armed forces have officially announced the launch of their latest and most ambitious missile exercise, codenamed Sustainable Power 1404, which is set to begin tomorrow. This highly anticipated exercise carries not only military but also symbolic importance, as it will commence under the powerful motto Ya Muhammad Rasulallah, peace be upon him, reflecting both spiritual inspiration and national resolve. According to the official military spokesperson, the practical phase of these large-scale missile drills will kick off tomorrow, involving both the Army and the Navy, with a focus on showcasing integrated firepower, precision strike capabilities, and advanced defense coordination. The announcement has already drawn significant attention at home and abroad, as analysts view this as a clear demonstration of growing military preparedness and strategic strength. Symbolism and naming of the exercise. The naming of the exercise itself is noteworthy. The codenamed Sustainable Power 1404 reflects a long-term vision of enduring security, stability, and deterrence. By linking it with the Islamic calendar year 1404, the armed forces underline that this exercise is not just a temporary showcase but part of a larger timeline of continuous readiness. Furthermore, beginning the exercise with the invocation Ya Muhammad Rasulallah, PBUH, highlights the moral and spiritual framework under which the forces operate, reminding both allies and adversaries that their defense posture is deeply tied to faith, unity, and national pride. Military objectives. Officials have emphasized that the key objective of the drills is to test and refine missile deployment strategies, improve joint force coordination, and simulate realistic battlefield scenarios. The participation of both the Army and Navy ensures that the exercises cover land-based as well as maritime strike capabilities. In practical terms, this means that ground-based missile launchers, naval platforms, and potentially even unmanned aerial systems will be synchronized to conduct coordinated strikes. The drills are expected to focus on long-range missile accuracy, electronic warfare resistance, defensive interception against simulated enemy attacks, rapid mobilization and deployment of missile units, command and control integration between Army and Navy forces. The military has described this as a comprehensive stress test of their missile arsenal, designed not only to assess weapon performance but also the readiness of operators, command structures, and supporting units. Regional and international context. The timing of these exercises is critical. Regional tensions remain high, with ongoing disputes and security concerns across multiple fronts. Analysts note that such large-scale drills send a strong message to potential adversaries that the nation's defense capabilities remain robust, credible, and ready for action at short notice. Neighboring countries and global powers are likely to closely monitor the exercise. Satellite imagery, reconnaissance flights, and intelligence assessments will no doubt attempt to analyze the types of missiles tested, their range, accuracy, and the level of integration achieved between different branches of the armed forces. Military experts suggest that the inclusion of the Navy in particular demonstrates an effort to secure strategic maritime zones, ensuring both coastal defense and the protection of vital shipping lanes. This is especially significant in the context of current global trade tensions and regional maritime disputes. Historical significance of missile drills. This is not the first time that the armed forces have conducted missile exercises, but officials have stressed that Sustainable Power 1404 is unique in both scale and scope. Past drills have focused on testing individual missile systems or limited coordination between small units. This time, however, the practical phase is expected to involve multiple missile platforms operating simultaneously in a joint force scenario. By doing so, the exercise represents a shift towards modern warfare doctrine, where no single branch of the military operates in isolation. Instead, land, sea, and potentially even air and cyber domains are interconnected, creating a layered defense and offense strategy. Domestic impact and national morale. The announcement has also had a profound impact domestically. Across the country, news of the exercise has been met with a wave of patriotic pride. Many citizens view these drills as a reassurance that their nation's sovereignty and independence are being protected by a strong and capable defense force. Media outlets are expected to cover the exercise extensively, with possible footage of missile launches, naval operations, and military coordination being broadcast to showcase the strength of the armed forces. Social media platforms are already trending with hashtags linked to the exercise, with thousands of posts expressing solidarity with the military and praising the decision to begin the drills under the spiritual invocation of the Holy Prophet, PBUH. Reactions from analysts and experts. Defense analysts believe that the exercise is also designed to send a strategic signal beyond the battlefield. By demonstrating sustained missile capabilities, the armed forces are reminding adversaries that deterrence is not only about having weapons but also about maintaining the ability to deploy them effectively under pressure. Some international observers have suggested that the scale of these drills could increase diplomatic tension, particularly if rival states interpret the exercise as a preparation for escalation. Others, however, argue that exercises of this nature are routine for modern militaries and serve primarily as a stabilizing factor by reducing the temptation for adversaries to underestimate a nation's capabilities. Future outlook. Once the practical phase begins, the world will be watching closely. Every missile launch, every maneuver, and every military broadcast will be analyzed for clues about the evolving doctrine and capabilities of the nation's armed forces. While officials have not confirmed whether the exercise will involve testing of new missile systems or unveiling advanced technology, some reports suggest that upgraded platforms may be part of the drills. If true, this would mark a significant leap forward in both offensive and defensive capabilities. Regardless of whether new systems are revealed, the exercise will undoubtedly serve its purpose, to validate readiness, boost morale, and signal to the world that the armed forces remain fully capable of defending their homeland. Conclusion. As the countdown begins for the launch of Sustainable Power 1404, it is clear that this is more than just a military exercise. It is a carefully planned demonstration of unity, faith, and strength. Starting under the invocation of Ya Muhammad Rasulallah, PBUH, the drills carry both spiritual weight and strategic depth. The Army and Navy's joint participation ensures that land and sea are both covered in the nation's defense strategy, while the focus on missile systems highlights the growing importance of precision and long-range capabilities in modern warfare. For the people at home, it is a moment of pride. For adversaries abroad, it is a reminder that the nation's defenses are strong, integrated, and enduring. And for the international community, it is a message that while the country seeks peace, it is fully prepared to defend itself with sustainable power today, tomorrow, and for years to come.